Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Today we're going to be talking about Scottie Pippen's comments regarding the 95-96 Bulls sweeping the Golden State Warriors. Now, I think what Scottie was saying was kind of way out there to say that they would actually sweep the Warriors. But I do believe this. I do believe that the Warriors are a great team. I think the Bulls are a really great team as well. I do think that people kind of underplay the fact of the two differences in the teams. If you look at the Warriors have the best player in the game right now, it's Steph Curry. They have a great bench, and they have pretty much the best shooting backcourt in the NBA. Now, when you look at the Chicago Bulls, they had amazing coach, the best player to ever play the game, probably the best 1-2 punch, probably like the best or second best 1-2 punch to ever play in the game, the best defenders to play in the game, and the most athletic players to ever play. Probably is some of the most athletic players to play the game. So when it comes down to it on paper and everything like that, you look at the Warriors, you see that they're first in offense. Well, the Bulls were first in offense. You look at the Warriors, and the Warriors are first in pace, and the Bulls were actually 20th in pace. Now, when you look at defensively, the Warriors were 5th. But guess what? The Chicago Bulls were first in defense. And that being said, that's where I would really have to draw my hat right there. And the defense wins games and it wins championships. And I think if they were to play a series together against each other, hypothetically speaking, I hate hypotheticals, I think the Bulls will actually win. I believe they would win in 5. Now, one of my compatriots, they said, hey, what rules are we talking? Are we talking hand checking days or not? No, today's rules, no hand checking. So that was a good point that he made. And even with the rules, if you want to say that, let's just say Stephen Curry will have nobody that could guard him on the Bulls. Well, if you take away hand checking for Michael Jordan, then instead of scoring 30, 40 points a game, he's going to score 70 points because nobody's going to be able to guard him. Nobody's going to be able to stay in front of him. The thing that gets really, really underplayed is just, I guess we're in the era where people really forget how great some of these players were in the past because we're so stuck in the present. And everybody wants the Warriors to definitely break the record and everything like that. And that's pretty much what sparked Scottie's comments because he doesn't want to hear that shit. But moving forward, when we go into the detail for it, if you want to say who's guarding Curry, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Nobody in the Bulls could guard Curry, maybe besides Jordan, but he'll be playing out of position. But when we move on line for line, Klay Thompson couldn't even tie Michael Jordan's shoes and guarding him. All right, you want to talk small forwards? Who are you going to take, Andre Iguodala or Scottie Pippen? Scottie Pippen. You want to move down to the power forward? Who's their power forward? Draymond Green. Okay, well, that's great. Now we have somebody called Dennis Rodman. He doesn't score the basketball, but he just happens to grab 20 rebounds a game. All right? So that being said, I think people need to really understand that the Bulls would have a decided advantage at pretty much every other position besides the point guard position. And the fact that their system doesn't even really run through the point guard position, and the fact that they actually have the recipe to beat the Warriors, because if you don't remember, the 95-96 Bulls, they used to run a lot of full court trap, full court press. And that is what is kryptonite for the Warriors because that gets them into turnovers. And one of the things that is the Warriors' weakness is turnovers. And if they were to play the Bulls with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen on that open court, turning the basketball over, that's automatic 2 points. I know you could say that Curry is like a three-point machine and yada, 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 but at the end of the day, the Warriors cannot play small. They couldn't play small against that Bulls team because Jordan would put Thompson in the post. Pippen would put Andre Iguodala in the post. Then you have Dennis Rodman wreaking havoc on the boards. And you can punish the Warriors on the boards. Plenty of teams have done it. So it's just it will only be a matter of time. You know, maybe the Warriors will be down 5. All right, then they get down 6 in the next quarter. Then they'll get down, 13 in the next quarter, and they're thinking like, okay, we can make this up. We can make this up. But there would be no making it up because they would trap the Warriors, force turnovers. They would play physical. Whatever rules it would be, they would play physical with them. Even if it was today's rules, well, guess what? Now you have the problem of stopping Jordan from scoring 50, 60 on your head. Now you have the problem of stopping Scottie, who gets a quiet 25 and 10. Now that 1-2 punch of Scottie and Mike, I don't think people realize just how good they were. I understand people understand that, Curry is the best right now and he's doing his thing, but I give the Bulls a decided edge. Especially if Curry gets in foul trouble. Because what if they run a switch and then now Jordan's backing down Curry? I mean, things like that, you can't prepare for it. And the fact that the Warriors, they do get sloppy with the ball. They do turn the ball over a lot. And at times, their defense, for one reason or another, it's top 10 defense. It's great defense, but it's not always on point. You're going against a team that's their defense is always on point. Always on point in the 95-96 Bulls. So I give them the edge. I wouldn't say that the Warriors would get swept, but I think it would be Bulls winning 5 or Bulls winning 6. But I think the Bulls would have a decided edge. There's nobody checking Michael. No. And Scottie, if you could double Mike, Scottie's getting double Scottie, Steve Kerr's getting open for 3. So you gotta pick your point, and man, if you don't double anybody and you want to play straight up, play small balls, Dennis Rodman is killing you on the boards. The Warriors do give up a lot of rebounds. So that being said, they wouldn't get swept, but they would definitely get beat. And I really don't care what rules it is, because if you're gonna go old school rules, they have an edge. You're gonna give Golden State today's rules. Well, guess what? We're doing today's rules. You can't touch Mike. Can't touch Mike. And back in the day, they touched him and he still was scoring 30, 40, 50 points in the playoffs. 60 points in the playoffs. Imagine if you couldn't touch him in the playoffs. He's scoring 100. There's no way to defend that. I think that Golden State has a better bench. A lot of people say that they have a better bench. They may have a better bench or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, once the Bulls start running that full court press, and teams don't know what it is to get pressed like how they do it back in the day. If you're a high school player, you know all about the press. That's all coaches used to run. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, even though the Warriors are a fast-paced team, they play that small ball. If they were to run into the Bulls team, which will punish them inside and have great players and Michael and Scottie, which both could post up the basketball out of that triangle offense, which opened up shots, and the Warriors would turn over the ball, it decided edge to the Bulls. And that's for any team that plays small. Because you got to remember that this small ball phenomenon is just started here with the Warriors last year. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put teams up like that play small ball like against Shaq and Kobe, or Kareem and Magic and those great teams with big guys that will punish you inside, you're not winning. Small ball is not winning against teams like that would punish you inside. Could you imagine teams playing small ball against the Celtics with Bill Russell, or small ball against Wilt Chamberlain and those? No, it's not going to happen. They'll score. We'll have 50 on your head. Shaq will score 60 on your head. Foul everybody out. You're not shooting anything else. So that's my take on it. I think the Bulls will definitely beat them in 5 or 6. But it will be a decided edge to the Bulls. They got the greatest player to ever play the game. They got the greatest Robin to ever play the game. Only position that the Warriors have an advantage is the point guard and the bench. Other than that, they're getting destroyed. Klay Thompson can't check Mike, and Mike could definitely shut down Klay Thompson. Scottie could definitely shut down Iguodala or whoever. Harrison Barnes. Come on. Harrison Barnes, Scottie Pippen. Really, think about it. Think about it now. Use your brain. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.